welcome back to another video. It is me, Abbayabbadoo, and today is a little bit of a gross video. I'm going to be showing you how to clean your boar's grease gland. Over time, a male's grease gland will build up a waxy layer and generally just get gross and start smelling really bad because they drag their butts on the floor to scent mark, and that is why it gets so greasy and sticky and gross. They do get to an age where they just can't clean it anymore. Milo here is 3 and he obviously can't clean his anymore, so I have got to do the gross job of cleaning it for him. The camera situation here is a bit odd because I wasn't even planning on filming this video. I just had my phone with me and decided this would be a very educational video. However, you can see that I'm not putting Milo fully into the sink and I'm not completely bathing his whole body. That is very dangerous. You should not bathe your guinea pigs unless a vet has told you to, and I am literally just getting his butt wet so that I can loosen up all the sticky, gross fur and clean his scent gland much easier. I'm using lukewarm water so that it doesn't shock him that it's too cold and doesn't burn him because it's too hot, and guinea pig safe shampoo that isn't scented. I will link the one that I used in the description, and I'm just lathering it on, loosening up the fur and making sure that I clean his scent gland really well. No, your guinea pig isn't going to like this. Yes, it is probably going to slightly stress them out, but it's very important to make sure that they feel supported throughout the whole process, either holding them securely, holding them upright, making sure their face and body doesn't get in the water too much, and making sure soap and water doesn't get in their eyes. You can see here all of the gross bits coming off. It's really hard to see how I was holding him because of the ugly camera situation, but I had my arm stretched out so he was laying on it, and then my other hand was cleaning him. Once I could see that the worst of it was off, I put him down so they could stand up by himself, and he seemed way more relaxed now that I wasn't fidgeting with him so much. You can see here he is being very curious and nosy about the camera. Just making sure I've got every little bit of gunk out of there. And then I gently wash the soap off in the sink. Again, making sure it doesn't get on his torso, his ears, his eyes, and I made sure that the water was lukewarm the whole time. Please double, triple check that all the soap is gone. You do not want to leave soap on his skin. It'll be very itchy, very irritated, and could possibly cause many other skin issues. Now Milo here decided, you know what, I'm not going to be your average terrified guinea pig having a bum bath. I'm going to go towards the water and risk my face getting completely soaked. So as I was desperately trying to move the sink away from him, because I was at such an angle that I couldn't pick him up without getting him absolutely soaked, I was secretly panicking on the inside while trying to play it off cool for the camera. But that didn't really work out because now I'm telling you what actually happened. Anyway, after that little panicked side quest, he is now completely clean and we can move on to the next stage of cleaning his grease gland. It is extremely important that you make sure your guinea pig stays completely warm throughout the whole process. You do not want them to get pneumonia and not be able to regulate their temperature. So I have burritoed him and gently towel dried his butt just a little bit before we move on. This isn't necessary, but I noticed Milo just needed a little extra cleaning and I didn't want to put him through the stress of a bath again just for a little bit of sticky fur. So I used some unscented baby wipes and gently wiped away at the sticky area, and that got rid of the last of it. And I just thought I'd show you this. This is what the waxy substance looks like, and you want to get rid of this. Once I got rid of all the wax, all the dirt, I towel dried him. Please make sure that if you're using a hairdryer, your guinea pig has already previously been exposed to a loud noise like that. You don't want to freak them out, especially if this is their first ever boar scent gland cleaning. And if you do use a hairdryer, make sure it's on the lowest heat setting. Once you've dried him enough so that he isn't completely soaking wet, you can stop. I would not scrub at him until he is completely bone dry. You will make him very sore, and that is not pleasant. I would wrap him up like a burrito again and chill with him until he's completely dry. And that's it. Once he was washed, I made sure I chilled with him until he was bone dry, and I did not put him back into his closure until I was sure he was warm. I don't want to give him pneumonia, I do not want him to get shock from the cold, and if your guinea pig has cold feet, cold ears, is shivering, or making that uncomfortable chattering noise, I would find a hot water bottle and put just some warm water in it. I wouldn't put hot water or boiling water from your kettle, just enough for him to feel it, and lay him on top of it wrapped in a towel. Maybe also switch towels. The one that you're using currently could be soaking wet and could be what is making him feel cold. The main thing I would recommend is just to sit with him and make sure that he is completely okay before you put them back in their enclosure. And yeah, that's it. I would clean your boar scent gland every few months or whenever you start to notice that it's looking a bit gross. I hope this video helped, and I'll see you all in the next one.